Hi everyone, I'm Brooke, and for my journalism class this summer, I'll show you a piece of writing from or about the Bay Area, and then we'll talk about it. So today's is a little bit more casual because I don't know anything about this. It is a zine that I found in a little free library on the north side of Berkeley, and it's only a couple pages long, and it's recent. It's from June 2025. I have absolutely no idea who these people are, and looking up the title, which is Tales from the Linoleum Museum, Tales from the Linoleum Maelstrom, yielded nothing. So I don't know anything about it, but I think it's really cute, and it has a short story in it that I found interesting and touching. I don't know what it's supposed to achieve, but you open it up, and the first page is a glossary of some of the words that are in the story. So that is helpful because there are some big words in here. The first sentence of the story uses the word syzygy, which I didn't know, and it means when 3 or more planets are in alignment. And another one that I like from the glossary that I might mess up is Mamilhuapinatapai, which is, there's a couple of big words in here that I absolutely have never heard before, but it means the look two people give each other when they each want something done but neither wants to do it. And then a classic Favernugan, taking pleasure in driving. I love that word. So the story is called Bits of String. It's just a couple pages long, so I'll read it out to you. Bits of string dance in the moonlight. They celebrate the secret syzygy, in which, for one brief moment, all string everywhere will be parallel. You watch them from behind an oak tree, crouched down on the roots among the wet ferns in the back of a truck, flying down the highway on a rainy night. The truck rides on a cushion of water on the highway, barely touching the ground. At any moment it might hit a bump and hurl you into the branches of the tall deciduous trees that line the road. From that high up, there's a view of the reservoir, the picnic tables, the humming power lines. Something is going on down there, by the water, and as you creep in closer, you see that it is a celebration of some kind. People are emotional, they're happy or sad, they're dancing or shuffling around a bonfire pit that is filling with rain. In the puddles, you see distorted reflections of buildings, pieces of alien architecture. Looking up, you see that the rain has stopped, the windows haven't been washed, and you have been looking out through streaks left by old rains. Outside, the sun is shining from a bright blue sky, and the world has that smell of rain come and gone. You stretch and turn around and around on the sidewalk, amazed at it all. It all seems connected, you think, if only you could work it out. You take a handful of pennies from your pocket, unwanted change, and throw them into the air. For one brief moment, unwitnessed, they are all perfectly horizontal, with the heads sides up. Then they fall to the sidewalk and scatter like raindrops. And then at the end of the first page, there's this little illustration in pen. Bits of string fall from the sky like sleet. Neither rain, nor string, nor snow, you say to the postman, who stands in your doorway, string falling from his shoulders. He doesn't understand, or else has heard this too many times before. He smiles vacantly, hands you your junk mail, and is gone. You walk down the porch steps and onto the lawn. Your yard is all grass, which you mow as infrequently as possible and never water. The string is an improvement. It gives the lawn a more uniform texture and a kind of dessert flavor, like some kind of lime nut ice cream dish. You like it. The neighbor's yard is divided into beds of colored rocks, with a stone path between them. The string makes the colored rocks look both surreal and commonplace. The rocks are already surreal and commonplace. The string has an effect, but doesn't change the overall mood of the yard. That'll be some chore, cleaning all the string out from those rocks, you think. Cleaning your own yard will be easy. You can just rake it or something. You'll figure something out when the time comes, when the string stops falling, from wherever it's falling from. You shield your eyes and look up at the sky, which is bleak. String continues to pour down from it. For however far it's falling, you'd think it would pelt you with force, like falling rocks, but it doesn't. It lands gently on your shoulders and in your hair. You brush most of the string off of yourself and head back inside. If only the string were good for something, you think, with so much of it just falling out of the sky, completely free. But it's all just short little bits, not so useful. The only thing you can think of to do with string like this is to tie it around your finger to remember something. You've never done this with string, but you know all about it. It's an old trick. You sit on the couch by the window, looking out at the falling string. It occurs to you that maybe you did once use a piece of string to remember something. After all, if the trick worked, you wouldn't remember without the string. So you try an experiment. You pick up a piece of string from the floor and tie it around your finger to see if it makes you remember something. And you do remember something. You do. But it's too late. Years too late. You untie the string, hoping to forget, but you don't forget. You can never forget. Everything you look at reminds you. The sky screams it out at you. It rains down bits of string to remind you. The scream echoes through the empty house. You wade through mounds of string, trying to get to the bedroom, to collapse on the bed, but you can't make it. It's impossible. There's too much string. You fall down in the hallway. You lie there, staring at the ceiling as the string covers you up. You stay there for hours, on the floor, motionless, almost peaceful, thinking about nothing, listening to the string falling on the roof. And then it ends with this illustration. I think this is a really interesting story. I wish I knew more about who wrote it and where it came from. I don't know. I think stories like this always make me feel nosy. I wish there's the part in the beginning where, you as the character think that it all seems connected, but you don't know to what. And then you remember something and we as the reader never get to know what it is. And I wish I knew what it was, but I don't know. I really like this story, and maybe it's better that it's kept mysterious and I don't know anything about where it came from. And then there's a hand-drawn sheet music of the song Clark by Dr. Seuss. And I can't read sheet music, but here it is. And then the last page is a did you know, and it just has all kinds of fun facts. And the one that I like, most of them are, cows have best friends, the world record for time travel. And then one of them says, I can whistle 2 notes at once, which I think is funny because we don't know, I don't know who that is, but that's cool. Another one that I like is most foods taste worse in the lower air pressure on airplanes, but tomatoes taste better. Try the tomato juice. And I agree. I always get either the ginger ale or the tomato juice on an airplane. And then this, I don't know what on earth I'm supposed to take from this. It says, there are cannibals on these islands, or there will be after they try my delicious homemade brain pie. So, yeah, if any of you know these people or where this came from, I'd love to know. I'm very curious. But I like this. I think more people should be dropping off sort of cryptic short stories in public for people to find. So I hope you enjoyed today's reading. I have one coming up that I was going to do that's a little more academic about the Angel Island poems, and I was going to make that one today, but my friend is going to Angel Island, and hopefully she'll take some pictures of the actual poems so I can include those. But yeah, that's that for today. So I hope you enjoyed, and please let me know of any other works from or about the Bay Area that you think more people should know about, and I'll be back soon. Thank you.